All right.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha term.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the Doctor has left Sumeru by boat. So, we've successfully removed the Doctor from the picture.
Oh, Kainari also asked us to tell you this message.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their to avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that everything?
Huh? Wait.
Well, what?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know.
Personally, I'd rather we all go.
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must so you should find someone more suitable to do.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speak.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to...
Judging from the group but you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you? You mean you also want to discuss something important? I can't believe my ears. You are... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but... That's right! I must admit that I'm a little scared. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Huh?
Oh,
All right, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow. Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now. Yep. Good night, everyone. Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put it... Al-Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Hello, you two.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous. What about you, Alhaitham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan.
You just want to show off how
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being a...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of tech...
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to ice 500 years ago. The Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively... Don't forget, today is Nyagarbha Day. Arguably the most The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our... If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing...
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead...
Let's go.
So are we just...
Yes. Were you...
Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are...
That's me. Is something the matter?
No. I was just surprised to see you here. Also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Dark...
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just... Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be...
Is that so? The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. So, from the start, the sages...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived...
As I expected. Please, forgive me.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way.
All right. Thank you for your contributions.
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
He convinced himself of whatever That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will... Nowadays, the Academia is rampant with this type of scholar. They're obvious farce...
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we...
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive...
There are a lot of students going through here.
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nyagarbha. Just act natural.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage is off.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage.
You think the Grand Sage will and after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh,
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you. Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of... An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came...
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in the... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
this place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know... If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, the creating a god. Yes, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the Academia. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, though I may have personally not seen it. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, with that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray.
I'll hate them? Are you telling...
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it's... Oh, that reminds me. Here's the It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about...
I'll hate them? So you're... We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no error. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility... In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcome.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but... your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here. What?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire...
Huh. Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an out... If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanal, sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a... Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and...
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of However, under the current circumstances, even that...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed...
So flight is turned to fight at law. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Niagarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation.
What? Why do we want to get her?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much...
I can already see the pump.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really...
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry anymore. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suristhana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Suristhana. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to... However, as for whether she'll actually...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Please.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Suristhana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for... You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarba? Yep! So that means our next act...
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance.
All right. You seem to have But if anything happens, the few...
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilou, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends. I really, really appreciate all of your help.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilou, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well,
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our Bait People Away with Yalda Candies plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
VR, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to...
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you...
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Or... It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's... Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway. And Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia and their guards have started to wear. With the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to.
How despicable of them to rely on.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performance?
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Yagarbahad, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so...
Sure sounds complicated. But it seems like if everything goes well, that's pretty clever. Getting right into their... I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation...
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this.
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone...
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the...
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop. But outside the Academia...
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to...
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's...
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the 6 sages belong to the core of 30. But they have a... following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated...
Indeed. The trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak.
You gave such an important task to that child.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen less.
You've got a point. Anyway.
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here...
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I...
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the grand...
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and...
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally left.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop! What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me! This is bad. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got...
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kus...
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters.
An ambush? How's that possible?
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourself.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremony. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the order to...
Arrest? Who is... I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be... What manner of trickery did they employ? How disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary. The Akasha indeed contains this information. And how did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of mess? Was it the report about the traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have... Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing... Have you been to the sanctuary of Suristhana to
confirm? It may be a bit offensive to say this, but how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. Go... How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the you all can only see the world in your mind. The one you... And precisely because of this, She has been a wise...
Sino. Have you been... The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But...
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha...
Then tell me.
You want to buy time. This is the sanctuary of Suristhana, under your own regulation. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty?
No. I want you to plead guilty. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are going out there. Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad didn't... Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might... Thinking about it, at least when Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Suristhana, Paimon...
Here comes your savior.
Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll...
What are you afraid of? Oh.
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no... So, hurry to the sanctuary of Suristhana. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
They say it's nice to meet you. This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends!
Thanks, you two. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and...
It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out.
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as...
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you!
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the academia is with their god creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was. After all, the academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the god creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up. How's it going, Nahida?
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I was simply telling you what I feel.
Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier.
By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. How if we get into a situation where combat is our only option,
I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can rely on you.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.